What are the formulas to find out the mean for the group data that we are going to discuss in this video? Hello friends, this is Sunil Kumar Jadhav and we are going to start important chapter of standard 10, that is chapter number 14, statistics in mathematics subject. Here in this video we will see the different formulas to find out the mean, the value of mean for group data. For ungrouped data in standard 9 you have learned how to find out the mean, that is sum total of all the observation divided by total number of observation. That is how you have find out the mean for ungrouped data. But here if it is given in group, how will you find out? Let us see. The first, that is method 1, is direct method. What is the formula to find out the mean by direct method? Mean is denoted by x bar, so we should write it. For direct method the formula is x bar is equal to sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. What is the meaning of fi? Fi means frequency. It is given in the data that the classes must be given, that is 0 to 5, 6 to 10, like that. In that frequency must be given. For 0 to 5 or from 6 to 10, whatever it is, the frequency is 5, 10, that frequency we should measure, that is fi. It is called fi. We need to do total of all fi's. Xi means midpoint. It is the midpoint for the given group. That is, suppose it is from 0 to 2. Then you know class range is 2, and if we will take the midpoint, that is 2 divided by 2, that is equal to 1. So that is how we should find out midpoint for all the group, and we'll do the total of all, that is xi. Then we need to do the multiplication of fi's, that is total of all the frequencies, and total of all the mean, that is sigma fi xi. That will do, divided by sigma fi means sum total of all the frequencies. I have mentioned here, that is fi is the frequency, xi is the midpoint, and sigma means sum total. It is a symbol for sum total of all the thing, that is fi into xi. For all group we have to take, and then we have to take the sigma means sum total of all the fi xi multiplication divided by all the frequencies, that is sum total of all the frequencies given. Method 2 is called assumed mean method. The formula for the assumed mean method is x bar is equal to a plus sigma fi di upon sigma fi. What is the meaning of a? A is considered as the assumed mean, that we will see in the sum. How do we find out the assumed mean? You have to assume, so it is called assumed mean. That value you have to mention, plus sigma. As I told you, sigma means sum total. It is fi di. Fi means all the frequency. If it is sigma, sigma of sum total of all the frequencies, as it is mentioned here. Sigma fi means sum total of all the frequencies. Here it is fi into di. Fi means, as we have discussed, frequencies, and di means the formula is given. Di is equal to xi minus a. Xi means, we know what is xi, the midpoint we have taken, that is xi minus a. A means we need to subtract the value of assumed mean from all the xi's given, and then we'll do the multiplication of fi and di, and then we'll take the summation of that divided by sum total of all the frequencies. This is method number 2. Now let us see method number 3, that is step deviation method. In that, formula is x bar is equal to a plus sigma fi ui upon sigma fi into h. Here the h is additional, and here instead of the di it is ui. Now what is ui? Ui is equal to xi minus a upon h. This is the formula to find out ui. What is the meaning of ui? Xi means all those frequencies, minus a means assumed mean, and what is h? H is the class interval. Suppose the class begins from, let me say, 1 to 3, then the class length will be 2, that is 1, 2 and 3. The class length will be 2, so that is how we should write it, class length, that is considered as h. So what we have to do? Xi, from that we have to subtract assumed mean value divided by the class length. That is what we get as the ui. Then we have to multiply that value of ui along with the fi. Fi means that is frequencies. So we'll do fi into ui, and whatever the value of fi into ui will get, it will do the total of all the fi into ui, that will be divided by sigma fi. So these are the three formulas from which you can find out the mean for the group data. I hope all the formulas are clear.